Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel for Nurses Preparation. I am Neeraj Kumar Kathal. Today we are presenting important question and answers for upcoming NORCET exam 2021. Let's begin our video with question number 1. The question is, what are the complications of spinal anesthesia? You have to select from the given following options which one is the correct option, which one is a complication of spinal anesthesia. Your options are option A tachycardia, option B hypotension, option C hypertension, option D dyspnea. If you know the answer, you can write your answers in the comment section below. Right answer of this question is option B, hypotension. Most common complication after spinal anesthesia is hypotension and headache. Hypotension means blood pressure less than 90 by 60 mm of Hg. Its opposite, if the BP level rises more than 140 upon 90 mm Hg, known as hypertension. Normal blood pressure is 120 upon 80 mm of Hg. There is a term tachycardia. Tachycardia means heart rate more than 100 beats per minute. Second condition, bradycardia. Heart rate below 60 beats per minute. Next term, dyspnea. Dyspnea means difficulty in breathing. A person is having difficulty in breathing, known as dyspnea. You can take a screenshot for your revision. Question number 2 is, infection occurs after treatment or procedure. When a person went in hospital for the treatment of some disease, during the treatment a health personnel perform a procedure. During this procedure, due to contaminated object or unhygienic practice, person get a infection. This type of infection is known as option A, iatrogenic infection, option B, nosocomial infection, option C, concurrent infection, option D, fomite infection. The right answer of this question is option A, iatrogenic infection. What is iatrogenic infection? Iatrogenic infection is due to diagnostic or therapeutic procedure in patient. When a person went to hospital for the diagnosis or therapeutic procedure. During this procedure, if a person gets some kind of infection, this condition or infection known as iatrogenic infection. What is fomite infection? Infection transmitted by object. Infection transmitted by object is known as fomite infection. Next is nosocomial infection. Infection occurs 48 hours of hospital stay. You can mark it as a star because this question is asked many times in exams. Most important, what is nosocomial infection? Nosocomial infection is a type of infection that occurs after 48 hours of hospital stay. Next is concurrent infection. Concurrent infection means patient have two or more simultaneous infections. Patient is having two or more infections at a time, known as concurrent infection. You can take a screenshot for your revision. Question number 3. Disadvantages of electronic health records are the following, except all the options are giving are the disadvantages of the electronic health records except one. You have to choose that one. Always focus upon this word accept. This word is responsible for your fail in examination. In exam, 4 to 5 questions are designed with this word accept. This word completely changed the meaning of the question. So here he is saying what are the disadvantages. These all are the advantages and accept one. You have to choose that one. Option A, expensive. Option B, lack of integration. Option C, downtime processes. Option D, increased medical errors. Think, this is a very important question. Is electronic health records are expensive? Is electronic health records having lack of integration? Is electronic health records have downtime processes? Is electronic health records is having increased medical errors? You have to choose one. The right answer is option D, increased medical errors. Electronic health records are expensive, yes, lack of integration, downtime processes, but increased medical errors is the false one. So the right answer is option D. You can take a screenshot. Next question is, a child who is suffering with meningitis shows a sign that is characterized by pain or resistance on extending the legs at the knee when child is lying supine. A child is suffering with meningitis disease condition and the child is lying on bed in supine position. During this position, you are extending the child's leg and this causes pain or resistance in the leg. This condition or sign known as option A, Brudzinski sign, or option B, Kernig's sign. Meningitis is a very important condition from where examiner always asks the question, important disease. The right answer of this question is option B, Kernig's sign. We will explain about Brudzinski and Kernig's sign later in this video, but first talk about the meningitis. Meningitis is an inflammation of meningeal layers due to infection. Meningitis is a condition in which inflammation of meningeal layer occurs. The cause behind this may be bacterial, viral or other kind of infection. Meninges cover brain and spinal cord for protection mainly. Meningeal layer covers spinal cord and brain for the protection purpose mainly. There are total 3 layers present, 3 meningeal layers are present. First outer layer is dura mater, then arachnoid mater, this is a middle layer, and inner layer is known as pia mater. Pia mater is a inner meninges. You can take screenshot. आइए बात करते हैं कर्निंग साइन की. अगर किसी बच्चे में या पर्सन में कर्निंग साइन पॉजिटिव है, इसका मतलब उसे मेनिंजाइटिस है. कर्निंग साइन क्या है? फ्लेक्सिंग द पेशेंट्स हिप 90 डिग्री एंगल, then extending the patient's knee causes pain. किसी पर्सन को जिसमें आपको कर्निंग साइन चेक करना है, सुपाइन पोजीशन में लेटा दीजिए. जैसा कि इस डायग्राम में बताया गया है, ये एक पर्सन है, पेशेंट है, इसको हमने सुपाइन पोजीशन में लेटाया. उसके बाद हिप को 90 डिग्री फ्लेक्स करना है. पेशेंट के हिप को 90 डिग्री फ्लेक्स करना है। ये पेशेंट का हेड है, ये हैंड है, ये हिप वाला पार्ट है, हिप वाला पार्ट है। यहां से हम कहेंगे पेशेंट को वो पैरों को हल्का सा ऊपर कर ले, यहां से 90 डिग्री एंगल बनेगा। ये इसका फुट वाला पार्ट है, ये इसने जूते पहन रखे हैं। अब उसकी जो ये लोअर लेग है, ये इस तरह से रहना चाहिए हिप के पास। अब इस टेस्ट को जब आप परफॉर्म करेंगे तो आप क्या करेंगे, उसके घुटने से नीचे वाले हिस्से को पकड़कर एक्सटेंड करेंगे। जैसे ही उसके पैर को एक्सटेंड करेंगे, पर्सन को पेन फील होगा। अगर उसे पेन होता है या रेसिस्टेंट शो करता है तो समझ लीजिएगा उसमें कर्निंग साइन पॉजिटिव है और पर्सन में मेनिंजाइटिस कंडीशन है। एक बार फिर से देख लीजिए समझने के लिए। मान लीजिए ये पेशेंट सुपाइन लेटा हुआ है। अब हमने क्या किया, ये उसका हिप वाला रीजन है, इसको बोला 90 डिग्री एंगल से पैर को कर लीजिए, और ये इसका फुट वाला पार्ट है, यहां जूते पहने हैं इसने। अब हम क्या करेंगे, नी वाले हिस्से से पैर को एक्सटेंड करेंगे। जैसे ही हम एक्सटेंड करेंगे, फैलाएंगे पैर को ऊपर की तरफ, तो उसको पेन होगा। एक्सटेंड करेंगे तो पेशेंट को फील होगा। तो यही है कर्निंग साइन, फ्लेक्सिंग द पेशेंट्स हिप 90 degree, then extending the patient's knee causes pain. Next important sign is Brudzinski sign. What is that? Flexing patient's neck while lying down supine position causes flexion of the patient's hip and knee. Patient is lie down in supine position. We just flex patient's knee with our hands. This causes patient to flex hip and knee also. This sign known as Brudzinski sign. So Kernig sign and Brudzinski sign both are present in meningitis. You can take a screenshot for your revision. Thank you so much friends for watching this complete video. All the best.